Who doesn't love long hot showers? I don't know anybody that doesn't love long hot showers. And that's a hard truth when it comes to RV life, is you kind of got to trade off with that. Or do you? One of the favorite upgrades, most wanted upgrades.
This will pump out as much hot water as you have either water or propane. With this one, you're going to be able to use it endlessly. You don't have to take what they call is a military shower, and on both sides I put a 2x4 so that we had somewhere to screw this frame into.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Cherie.
And we're EnjoyTheJourney.Life. Who hates short showers? Me, everybody, right? And we have a solution for that. This was one of Cherie's biggest pain points about RV life, is after a day of adventuring or just a long day at work, if you're working in your RV, you want a long hot shower, and we haven't had the ability to do that, especially if somebody wants to wash their hair or you have guests. We've only had a 12-gallon water heater in this RV before, and that didn't go very far. So now we have the Furrion Tankless Water Heater upgrade. And this is one of our most wanted upgrades. Cherie has been asking for this upgrade for a long time. It's actually the Furrion Tankless Water Heater. And Jake, tell us about it.
So these water heaters, this is my favorite upgrade on my camper too. It's the best thing that I could have done to it. What these are nice for is you don't have to share the hot water anymore. A lot of people are used to the big tanks, the water heaters that are in their homes, and these are a fraction of that size. I believe you had a 10-gallon water heater in there before. This will pump out as much hot water as you have either water or propane. It will just keep running. It runs at 144 gallons of hot water an hour. So it can pump out as much hot water as you can throw at it. The thing that a lot of people don't think about is that when you have a tank water heater, when you use it, it's going to take several hours for that tank to build up that hot water again. And what happens is sometimes when you're out sweating at the campsite or whatever, if you're out doing an activity, all you want to do is have a nice hot shower and then kind of restart your evening. With this one, you're going to be able to use it endlessly. You don't have to take what they call is a military shower and turn the water on, turn the water off, soap up in between.
And this thing will crank out 144 gallons of hot water an hour. I mean, so if you're maxed out with guests, we can have like 8 people sleeping in this RV at one time. Everybody can line up for showers as long as you have full hookups. And propane.
This is going to allow you to take a normal shower. The one thing that you will find is that your gray tank may fill up a little bit faster because you're taking normal showers again. You still want to be a little speedy in there so you don't fill up your tank so fast. But what's nice is you can change the temperature, so you don't have to. A lot of people in their homes, they have to blend the hot and cold water to get it just to the right temperature. You have a thermostat controller in here. You can set it exactly what temperature you want and turn that hot water on and take your shower. You don't have to gauge it anymore to get it to the right temperature. The other thing that's nice is that when you're at a campsite and you're gone for the day, say you're gone for the day or you camp full time like you do, your hot water heater is running all the time. If you've got it turned on just so that you get home and there's hot water in there, it's going to run all the time, which is going to deplete your propane while you're gone. And you don't need that to happen. This is only going to use propane whenever you turn on the water spigot inside.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to long, hot showers, more like what it's like living in a regular house, yet you're in your RV. This is going to be so awesome to try out. Now we have a lot more videos coming out from eTrailer, more expert videos, install videos, and more. So smash that subscribe button so you catch those videos.
Now, what I really like about the Furrion water heater or the Tankless water heater is that they have multiple door options available. So we started out with the normal size, which is a 14 by 14 inch door, and because that's typically what we see here. And even when I was taking it apart, I did not realize that this is an 18 by 18 inch door that you had on here before. So luckily we're here and we have all the stuff in stock, so we can pull them and test them out and see which size fits best. But the number one recommendation I can make to you is measure the size of the door, because the water heater that is actually behind this is the same size for all of them. So they put this flush mount door, which is nice. It's hard to get off. The unit itself is the same size, so for no matter what door you have. So I would definitely make sure you order the right size door. It may be an odd size. We do have a 16 by 18 door. But when you open this up, if you have a large cavity like we had in this one, we had to do some blocking. So what we did was on both sides, I put a 2x4 so that we had somewhere to screw this frame into, because our screws were hitting the gap, the opening in the door. And unfortunately, the 18-inch door is the biggest one that we have. But then on the back side, underneath the water heater, you want something to support it, because your old one had, typically they'll have a big styrofoam wrap around it to protect everything around it from the tank itself, because otherwise it's just a steel tank that's filled with hot water. That foam is what supports your old water heater. With this one, since it's so small, you want to block it up underneath, so just use some 2x4s or 1x2s, whatever you have to use. Slide it in. I ran them like this, parallel, kind of like a fork, but you set it on top, and you want the water heater unit itself, not the outside, but you want that water heater to be sitting in the center of this hole. So you want the same amount of gap all the way around it, and then you can take your frame and screw it to the water heater.
And actually the complete install video will be on the product page here for the Furrion water heater. We'll link to that down below and in the pinned comments, so you can check out what the install's like. And Jake, it's also helpful when you have guests.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. If a lot of time a normal tank, a traditional tank water heater is only good for about 2 people. If you're taking a somewhat normal shower. Me and my wife, we've actually been camping before, and somebody's water heater either wasn't working or they ran out of hot water because they took a shower and did all the dishes, and they had to get all the grease off, so they had to use hot water. And then there was no hot water left for the rest of the family, and they asked us, because they know we have one, they asked us if they could take a shower in our camper because they know we have endless hot water. And our answer is always absolutely. You just, again, you have to watch that tank storage in case you don't have hookups available.
The Furrion Tankless Water Heater has hundreds of 5-star reviews on eTrailer. For some campers, this was their very favorite upgrade, and I can see why. Cherie loves this. Now, the one thing I'll mention is it takes a little bit longer for the water to get hot. Just a little bit longer, so we do waste a little bit. So for boondockers or dry camping out there, or if you're on something less than full hookups, you're going to want to run this water as it's getting hot into a bucket. And experienced boondockers know what I'm talking about, but you want to save up that water in a clean bucket that you can use in your toilet, to wash dishes. If you have plenty of water, like a faucet at your campsite, but not a sewer connection, then you can just dump it outside, because we're trying to save water going into your tank, whatever that is, because it's going to be less trips to the dump station or with the blue tote or whatever. So that's something to keep in mind.